Hi, welcome back to the Cannabis Sommelier. I'm your host, Andrew Freedman. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Cannabis and Wine Pairings. This week, I'm super excited to present two amazing Canadian producers for you, so let's dive right in. I really wanted to do another Chardonnay. I hadn't done a Chardonnay in quite a while, and this Chardonnay is one of my favorites from Canada. It's from Okanagan Falls. It's from Blue Mountain Vineyards. Blue Mountain Vineyards is probably one of the most picturesque vineyard sites I've ever seen. The McIntyre Bluff behind it, where a glacial recession pushed this huge, carved beautiful section out of the mountains, and then sitting above Vaso Lake. Absolutely gorgeous, tons of heavy stress plantings. This is their 2015 Chardonnay, estate bottled, estate grown. All their fruit is estate grown. And it's very cool as you drive into the vineyard. They have stress plantings done, so very, very close together vineyard rows, and you drive through these vineyard rows all the way up to the tasting room and winery that is just gorgeous. If you're ever in the Okanagan wine touring, this is definitely a must-stop place. They bought this land, I believe it's the Vitettis, my apologies, but I know the family bought this land in the 70s, and originally it was orchard land, like most land in the Okanagan that's being converted into vineyard land. And it was the early 90s when they started planting vines, and very successfully. You know, Blue Mountain has had so much acclaim, so much great press. Anytime you see an amazing picture of a Canadian winery or a vineyard, it's often this vineyard actually, because it's so picturesque and beautiful. Nice light, pale straw, pale hay color. Very pretty Chardonnay. Kind of leaning towards a Burgundian style, but not really. I think it's 50-50 new French oak and 50% stainless steel for the fermentation. And the oak, you know, it's obviously pineapple, green apple, sour yellow plum. And then behind it, the oak treatment's very nice. You can smell the butteriness of the French oak, and I can predict some malolactic fermentation as well, where they've converted the malic acid into a softer lactic acid. On the palate, nice and dry, very crisp acidity. You can taste the green apple, the sour pineapple, the sour plum, and then nicely balanced is the French oak treatment. Beautiful creaminess, vanilla, and definitely that malolactic that I mentioned gives it such a nice creaminess and weight to the body. Really a delicious Chardonnay, and there's a reason that they make fantastic bubbles as well. Yep. The cannabis I decided to pair it with today is from Wild Rose Extracts, and I chose their Blueberry CheeseCake. And very cool, I've started doing the tasting notes for Wild Rose Extracts, so this extract is one of the first ones featuring my tasting notes. So very wonderful. Let's open it up and check it out. I love that they heat seal every single package, tamper proof. Wonderful. Very potent. I'll get it open and I'll start describing it. Nice chunk of light amber wax. There is visible juice all over the bottom. And the extract really smells like blackberry leaf, lime leaf, rose petal, lychee, vanilla, that sweetness of French oak. Almost like funnel cake. And it's like a white rose and more white flowers. And then some creaminess as well. This extract if it didn't have the blackberry, blueberry-ish notes to it, would really, really remind me of the wine. So let's smell them together. Smelling from the extract to the wine, it really highlights the French oak treatment. I really just am getting a nose full of baking spice. Wow, and from the wine to the extract, it actually makes the extract a little bit more simple and really narrows it down to kind of more like lime leaf and lychee and blackberry and some floral aromas. Doesn't make it as complex, it makes it more easy to see through, I guess, and dissect. Wonderful. Well, let's try it on the palate, our favorite part of the Cannabis sommelier. Nice sugar wax consistency. I have my D-nail on my niche tube at 560. On the palate, there's a really nice petralness to it, nice petrol minerality, as well as that blackberry leaf and lime leaf that I mentioned. Rose petal for sure, definitely lychee, and the sweetness of like a perceived fake vanilla, but funnel cake was the original descriptor I gave. Really delicious, really balanced, really sitting nicely on my palate. With the wine on the palate, it really detracts from the oak treatment that I tasted on the palate. It adds a lot more green apple, lime leaf, and a lot more, I guess, acidity. It takes a bit away from the body, but really candies these kind of underripe or sour flavors. I'm thinking about a strawberry and shaved almond salad. I think that would go phenomenal. Spinach, keep it light, keep it fresh. But I will tell you now, my absolute favorite Chardonnay pairing is a spicy Italian sausage with a ton of French's mustard on it on a nice white bun. Go try that with this wine, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Check out some Blueberry CheeseCake from Wild Rose Extracts. Let me know what you think. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Cannabis and Wine Pairings. I hope you'll make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another video. Cheers!